Hello. Good evening. I am your host, Nick. Interesting day today. There comes a time when a man might have to look in the mirror, admit what he said, and perhaps change his stance on it. What does that mean? What is Nick going to change? Does he want Aaron Rodgers back? No, it's not. Calm the fuck down. What kind of show do you think this is? Well, I'm going to tell all of you, fantastic people, I've changed my stance on a take that I have been pretty strong on. We have an update? No, we don't. He's too sick to send a picture of a scale in the bathroom that he's been going to dozens of times a day. We'll wait and see. So, you just get me for now. You know the deal? We get the 50 likes, the link gets dropped. But until then, I will stop talking. And we'll start off with this today. Please stand, remove your hats, and sing along if you remember the words.
I was safe and anchored by the light, and so bright as the twilight's last seeming.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
It's Thursday. It's the Throwdown. Hit it, Blitz. Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I'm your host, Nick.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
It's 10 o'clock, get ready for the showdown. 9 toes down, Nick, ready for the throwdown. We proud Jets fans, we don't play with them pronouns. Best roster in the league, we playing with the pros now. They tell us slow down, call us delusional, call us losers as usual. But this season will be beautiful. Shotgun with you know who, but run it instead. Let Hall hit the hole hard.
That's what she said.
Ground and pound like it's 2010. The chat, we got many friends. Johnny wearing hats for super chat and watch him breathe again. Nick put the link so Bobby can call and speak again. Bonesy did the blunt, I got the weed and pens. We speaking green again. Jets news like it's CNN. A-Rod and Charles Gorman, it's like we seeing twins. Feeding tins, pounding on these bleeding fins. Week 14 and 18 when they needing wins. They ain't seeing them. We run the ball and play defense. This is AFC hell where other teams repent. Ladies and gents, welcome to MetLife. This is Jet Life. We bleed green, this our best life. We just nice.
Let's say what's up to everyone. Dark Soldier's here. Johnny's in the house. Bobby. Mr. Bonesy's out on the prowl. Na-na. Jaden's here. 3 Siblings is here. Adirondack Fly Guy's in the house. Assist My Suicide is here. Rob B. Stack's here. Clancy's in the house. The lovely Leanie's in the house. Alan is here. Welcome, Addy. Dave Brigga is here. And Boomtown's the mic drop at the end of the show. He can't be defeated. He can't be stopped.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
Welcome, my friends. It's a shine time. It's time to talk about the Jets. Don't you know it's shine time, it's shine time. Time to be with my friends. Hey, have you seen my toe?
Gentry covered in football.
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube if you don't know. The Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We tour jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky.
Who, me?
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Hello. Welcome. For those of you that don't know, I'm Nick Shine. I am your host. Thank you for joining. If you would, on your way in or your way out, hit the like button. Helps the show. It's free. Makes everybody happy. Tom Ace blows one in his pants every single time someone hits the like button. So let's drench Tom's pants tonight. That's the goal of the show. Speaking of him, Tom Ace is here. What's up, Tom? Stack is here. Ooh, is Bobby low-key gaining weight? Dun, dun, dun. I don't know. Bob is MIA. MIA. Mark Ferraro catching a live stream. Woohoo! Welcome, Mark. Addy, Puff Addy in the house. F the Patriots and their fans. The great, the safe, Rick Ken. Glad to hear the news today, Rick. Jay Graves is here. There's no Bobby, Jay. There's no Bobby. I don't know where Bobby went. I don't know. Rick Ken has like a natural disaster a mile from his house. He's here. Bobby is the natural disaster at his house, and he's not here. What the fuck? I don't know. Thank you for watching. Did you even pack yet? Did you even pack for Italia? We got Carly going to Mexico. We got Jay Graves going to Italy. And we got Bobby going to Burger King. Summarizes the Shiners right there. G is here, blowing kisses, and probably Tom Ace. Enjoy, both of you. Sorry, Tom. I don't know why I'm picking on you. You're a good dude. And I'm wearing the shirt that you got me. I love this shirt. It's warm. It's cold down here. It's a cellar, basically. Very cold. Got the little space heater on, but it's cold. So this shirt just keeps the body heat in. And I look fantastic. Thank you, Tom. Sorry, I won't make fun of you anymore in the next 30 seconds. My man Eminon is in the house. What's up, brother? Jay Quest. Tell him, Jay. They don't listen. Some of them do. Hello, Board Fat 34. My favorite interview question of all time, and I've said this to Board Fat this morning, so I'm not talking trash behind his back. Bobby asked him, Board Fat, are you fat? Board Fat goes, yes, I am. Bobby Midnight asked the great questions that everyone wants to know. Well done. Matthias, stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm going off. Big Will is here. Sorry, I'm getting updates on the phone. Jet41, welcome, my friend. Disappointed with the Glenn clip on the podcast. Sounded just like Sal about relationship with players and getting them paid. Stay tuned a minute. I'm going to get to that. Beastbreaker says, put the link up, douchebag. Learn how to spell. Douchebag. It's douchebag. My friend Malcolm Harper's here. If we don't get Vrabel or Brian Flores, I would love for Aaron Glenn to be the head coach. Interesting. A little tease to this night's monologue. Wild Wave is here. I am your host. You are my friends. Want to become a Shiner? It's pretty cool. It's a lot of cool perks. Join the channel. For those of you that don't know, we will be changing the format of the Discord. Instead of those who've been gifted memberships, the Discord is going to be just for those who have recurring memberships on. This way, it shows a couple things. I don't have to worry about memberships expiring. People being in there who just got gifted and aren't interested in being there long term. It shows that you support the channel, and it shows that you want to be a part of the community. So makes it easier for everybody involved, and it's a win-win. And I don't have to send the secret society council after you. Yeah, there's a secret society council? There might be. There might be. We don't speak about the council. It's a secret. We don't speak about it. Who else we got here? Rick Kent. We threw tomatoes at some dope who called into Jake with more Beastbreaker, less neck shine under his name. F that guy. Who was it? Was it the Beastbreaker? Infrared. Toast to the host. What's up, my friend? Welcome. Love Bites. Dropping a Noel. Sweet cheeks. Who else we got? Let's do a speed round. Boom. David D. What's up, my friend? Sorry, I read the chat sometimes, even though I'm trying to scan names. Carly, greetings from Mexico. Do we get a Mexico call-in? Do we get an international call-in tonight, Carly? That would be my 11/11 wish, is you calling in with your friends from Mexico. That would be my wish. Big fella. Viva muchas cervezas. No, you tricked me. No, big fella. Bad big fella. Bad twin. Not cool. 25 of the super chat. I will think about hitting that like. Thank you. Oh, Gator. Welcome. Where have we heard that before?
This is his Bobby in his orange chair. See, this is him. Did you see the Bobby picture? Look at that. He lost like 3 pounds. He looks good now. God.
He looks good now. Hell yeah. Mike the Less. You hurt me, man. Sorry. Tell me how. I like to know how the pain I've inflicted resonates. Who else we got? All right. 3 siblings. Jay is here. Alan's here. BC's in the house. Boomtown. That's now we can start. I love all of you, but now we can start. Jay Quest, he's not weighed in. He's been sick. He hasn't sent the picture. We'll have an update Tuesday. So it'll be the week 6. We'll skip week 5 and we'll go to Tuesday with week 6. New York Jets, Florida. Ted is here. It was native New York. He called in and showed his face. Nice. DeAndre Vega, welcome. It's a new name in the chat. Welcome, my friend. Haven't seen you before. Y'all remember Andy with the candy? Wait a minute. Mr. Vega, are you referring to this guy? Hey, Shiners. It's a party. My house. Discord party.
Let's go beat.
Yo, we at Sean's crib about to turn up. Music bumping, party jumping. Please someone fill my cup. We greet each other. Merry Christmas! And flood the jet suck while Bobby yells at scandal.
Shut the fuck up.
Then Gary intervenes and tells them don't be mean. Eat a stick of butter every day and you'll be lean. Then Santa runs off. I hope he left some gifts because Bobby scared him off. He's on the naughty list. This whole party's lit. Nate Clancy, many more. We hardly fit. And Addison and Weeds bought that Marley spliff. I licked on my lips cause old Jenna G make my heart beat skip. Damn Charles Gorman, was that a fart you ripped? Too much head in you know the hot dogs and chips. Now I want my dip. Tell me where the hell is Santa? He ran so quick. I checked the bathroom and oh shit. With Denmark Andy, Santa, Rudolph. No wonder Rudolph. Andy, you promised me. You wasn't gonna do that no more. Oh my God. This is gonna kick out of here.
We're only at Curtis Martin. We're only at 28 likes. So for all of you watching, and I'm grateful that you're here, gotta hit the like button. Stack, I know you're watching. Tell me when we get to 50 and we'll drop it. So let's get started. I have been very vocal about not wanting Aaron Glenn as the head coach because as a former player, I don't want to end up hating him. I love the news today. I absolutely love Aaron Glenn telling the New England Patriots and racist Robert Kraft, go screw. I don't want to interview for your job. Screw the Patriots. They're shady. They're shisty. They heard the feedback. You interviewed. You interviewed 2 African-American candidates who aren't even coaching this year. They're not even on rosters this year as coaches. So every single person and their mother knew. Stevie Wonder could see that that was a sham of an interview. 2 of them. The day before you bring Vrabel in. Now you're going to pretend to have interest in Aaron Glenn? Now you're going to pretend like it's not just some Patriots nonsense going on? Yes, you have heard that. I say it all the time. Thank you for paying attention, Finger Blasted. Any relation to Weed the People? He's a big fan of that. Anyway, Aaron Glenn today says, go screw. I decline your interview request. I do not want to be any part of your organization. I don't even want to sit down and talk to you people. Aaron Glenn, you can coach the Jets. I don't know if you guys have ever paid attention to me, but I am what the kids on the streets call a hater. There's a lot of things that I dislike. There's a lot of people that I dislike. But I love when somebody dislikes somebody that I dislike. It's like my favorite thing in the world. I don't know if you have like cat tats or some weird shit like that. But if you don't like cat tats, I don't like cat tats. We're best friends. Hey, Johnny. Now, Aaron Glenn. I don't know much about him the last couple of years. I don't follow the interviews he might do. Now, I've seen the comments today. I've seen the podcast that was mentioned earlier in the chat. I like his mentality. Now, I disagree with the comment that said he looked like Saleh in terms of being a player's friend, a player's friend, and wanting to get them paid. Now, you coach well, they perform well, they're going to get paid. It might not be your only motivating factor. Obviously, Glenn is a former player, somebody who wants to win. He wasn't very outspoken as a player, but he was a very passionate player. He was very, I don't want to say theatrical, but he let his emotions pour out on the field. I see him now as a coach, and I see someone who's learned how to change. It's difficult when you go from playing to coaching to be able to turn that switch off and not let the emotions get the best of you, like sometimes players do. Hell, we've seen some coaches do that, right? In many sports. I'll give you an example of an athlete. Dirtbag Joel Embiid last night trying to go after a female referee. 7'2" giant going after a little 5'3" woman. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. Now, you saying F you to the Patriots. I don't care if I run into you at Quick Check, at a bakery, at church. If you say F you Patriots, I'm a big fan of yours. I like it. I don't want to have a head coach who even considered going there. I want someone who hates them. And my hatred for the Patriots has made me do a 180 today. And I sit here in front of you people. Let me just confirm the date. On January 9th, 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 20 seconds away from 22 months sober, January 10th, and tell you I'm on board with Aaron Glenn. More information has come forward. I have changed my stance, and I am here to say full speed ahead with Aaron Glenn. Like to see how he builds his staff out. Like to see what he does in terms of offensive coordinator, obviously the most important hire. If somebody from Detroit, offensive coordinator, doesn't take a head coaching job elsewhere and decides to wait one more year, you go and raid his staff. You take the passing game coordinator, which is what we need. We need a better passing attack. We need someone who can get these wide receivers open downfield, no matter who they are. Hell yeah, big fella. F Boston and their fans. Thank you, sweetheart. I love you. Let's get this party started. Oh, 25 with a super chat. Glenn over Flores. To be honest, Glenn getting closer for me. Right now, yes. Today, riding this emotional wave, yes. Yeah. Now, let's get to the chat. Sorry. I gifted a membership to thank all of you fantastic people. And it went to Malcolm Harper. Awesome. Malcolm's a part of the Facebook group, Proud New York Jets Fans. Can't change the title of it, so it's old school. Retro, I think the kids say. So, Malcolm, welcome. Thank you for being here. Now, Gia, darling, makes a very good point. Big fan of Monken. You think Monken, the Jets just know Monken's pissed off we didn't hire him? Do you think that Monken just won't accept an interview here? Because we took Adam Gase over him? I don't know. Maybe the Jets know better not to ask him. Oh, wow. 25. My man. Dropping a 5 spot. That went to Cincy Matt, the previously mentioned Johnny Boy, the Punani assassin, Ted, New York Jets, Florida, and extinguished the guild. Very kind of you. Thank you, 25. You're the man. I don't care what Johnny Boy says about you. I like you, 25. You're not bad in my book. But watch out for Johnny. Johnny, hey, there he is. Mark Ferraro here. 7 months. Thank you, Mark. Mike Borgonzi with Glenn. How about this? How about Chris Spielman, who's given a lot of credit for the coaching hires in Detroit and helping to change the culture? I don't know if you guys are aware, but that's what we need here. I changed last night's prediction to Chris Spielman and Aaron Glenn coming to the New York Jets. Talk to me in an hour. I might have a different one. But as of right now, tonight, 10:25, January 9th, Chris Spielman, general manager, Aaron Glenn, head coach. That's where I'm at. No, D-Boy, he was the first name I thought of to throw out there, 25. No shit talk. No shit talk. This is all I need. If Rick Kent agrees with me, I'm okay. If Rick Kent agrees with me, I know I am doing something good. If Rick Kent agrees and Nate disagrees, I'm perfect. Not Nate Bonifant. He's a good dude. Mask wearing Nate. Weirdo Nate. Creepy Nate. 17-17. 10 minutes, 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Notre Dame with the ball. They're on 25. Beginning of drive. Patty Grimes, our resident Detroit Lion fan. Alan is our resident bandwagon Detroit Lion fan. But for those of you who've been watching for the last couple of years, no, Patty Grimes is here. Mike, I hate the idea of Glenn coming here, but it's a realistic name, unlike some of the stuff that's been thrown around this fandom. Agreed. I never thought Vrabel was attainable. And I've been saying, Aaron Glenn, I don't want him because I never wanted Don Mattingly to coach the Yankees. I loved him as a player, and I know if you go and coach a team, you're going to be hated. There's going to be calls for you to be fired, and I didn't want that for Aaron Glenn. But I'm okay with Aaron Glenn taking the job. I think Aaron Glenn will be a very successful head coach, if not with us, someone else down the road. I like him. Oh, snap. Already? Or am I behind? That's what she said. First play of the drive, interception? You know what? Let me just pop this on. Let me old man internet here for a moment and give you another national anthem. Ready?
Oh, say, can
Everybody mute yourself. Mute yourself.
Light of dawn's early light. What so proud that we hail? We're so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land and of the free and the home of the brave.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love that. Awesome, Robert C. Wherever you are, thank you. One of the greatest things I've ever produced. That was on Bobby's show, but Bobby had to use the bathroom. And this was back before Bobby started the weight loss. And it took him a good couple episodes of Cheers to get to the bathroom and back. Gator, with his 6-month member super chat. Thank you, Gator. Joe Brady over Glenn. Trash Allen was lost until they fired Dorsey. Now they are unstoppable. If we miss out on Gay, Dill, and Flonase, let's go Joe Brady. I'm not going to be upset with Joe Brady. Joe Brady's on my short list. Aaron Glenn, Brady, McCown, and Flores are the top 4 right now for me. I'll let Josh pass the pass. Oh, Notre Dame interception. Horrible throw. I mean, there was only 4 guys around him. And a flag. Uh-oh. No. No way. Way. It was a horrible throw. It floated like a punt. I don't have the volume on, obviously. Ooh, pass interference. I have no horse in this race. The only thing I want is Drew Aller to play so well that he declares for the draft, win or lose. It's tough. Yeah, 25. He's raw. But somebody, the Giants, the Browns, somebody will draft him early and sit him. Oh, boy. I mean, throwing a beer can. Beers are like $12, $14 at the game. That's ridiculous. Hey, did anyone see the Texas fans or the Ohio State fans who read the schedule the wrong way and bought tickets for this stadium and this trip and booked it, thinking Ohio State would be playing in the Orange Bowl, and they're not? There's a snap. Oh. Very interesting. Stack, where are we at? Where are we at with the likes? You should go to Dodger Stadium. 20. Oh. I get angry. Like, I don't eat in the Jet game. I want to eat, but now that I don't drink, I'm not dumb enough to pay those prices. Have I ever had beer cans thrown at me? I would have to ask other people. If I did, it's probably a time I don't remember. Yes. Newark, New Jersey, Opie and Anthony softball game. No, the old stadium, the Meadowlands, the Opie and Anthony, the XFL game. Opie and Anthony did the opening kickoff or the kickoff. They would run for the ball and they represented each team. And then I went to the bathroom. I went to get a couple beers. And then when I come out, I see them walking around shaking everyone's hand. And I walk up to them and I said to both of them, I'm like, you two should kiss Howard Stern's beanbag every day for giving you a career and making you relevant. And people just started throwing stuff at me. And I took off running down the stairs at the old stadium. I almost get to the bottom. We had front row seats, and that was long. That was like 48 rows down low. My feet trip, and my feet kick out in front of me, and I sail through the air, and I hit the arm of the chair on the aisle, and exploded. Beers just exploded everywhere, and then other people were throwing stuff at me too. That day was the craziest frat party I've ever been to my entire life. That first home game for the XFL game was absolutely, it was 18 degrees, and it was a mob of people in the parking lot, and everybody was just there to party. Jets fans, Giants fans, nobody cared. It was a frat party. It was the wildest thing I've ever seen at a tailgate. So, yes, that day I did have beverages thrown at me. 25. I spent over $200 on drinks and food. Yeah, that'll do it. Nikki goes to get like chicken tenders and fries, and I think it's $24. No, Clancy, he can't. He sent me previous week's pictures, but not this picture. I called twice today. I texted. Here's what we'll do. Oh, thanks, Wyatt. How we looking, Stack? All right, 3 more likes. Can we get 3 more likes? I'm going to post a link, but can we get 3 more likes until then? I'm gonna put it here. And when Stack gives me the green light, we hit it. Thank you, Clancy. Thank you, buddy. I was close, Clancy. I right-clicked on put user in timeout, and then I said, you know what? I don't want to be like that, but I'm happy that you did it. Hashtag wrench gang. Thank you. We're at 50. Let's party, folks. Let's party. Not you, Nate. Not you, Alan, because you can't. Oh, Love Bites. I totally became an Opie and Anthony fan as time went on. We do What Did We Learn now at the end of the show because of it. And I know Anthony has turned into like a bitter, racist old man asshole, but the impressions that he can do are some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Mike, you're calling in with no camera on and no mic on, my friend. Turn them both on, please.
You know?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how are you, man?
How's it going?
Good, good, good. So, my take is I just think that we got to be more realistic with our expectations from some of the fans. Now, I get, this community here is a little more realistic and jaded and everything, but I heard Francesca talk about hiring Pete Carroll.
No.
We didn't even bother to interview Pete Carroll because we know what we are. We know that we're kind of that girl at the prom right now that's just waiting to see who's gonna ask her to dance and everything. I mean, even Vrabel pulled that BS to just gauge interest of other teams.
Yeah.
Now, to me, and look, I'm just a fan. I don't know how any of this stuff really works. I don't know if it looks that good for the Jets to be going and interviewing every single possible candidate. I
Yeah.
think it shows signs of kind of desperation. And I think that the serious candidates for coaching, like that, like more teams that are of a upper echelon, like if they look at the Jets and they go, well, wait a minute, well, if that guy doesn't want to go there, if that guy doesn't, if you get what I'm saying, like
No, you're
the other
100% right.
coaches, what I mean to say is the other coaches that could potentially be interested in joining us, they'll go, oh, so and so turned it down. Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not like, look, if it was up to
Here's a
me,
couple of the names just to add on to what you're saying. I completely agree with you.
go ahead. Absolutely.
Rex Ryan's not getting interview requests anywhere else. I don't know if Bobby Slowick has gotten interview requests anywhere else. Brian Greasy has not gotten interview requests anywhere else. Serious candidates like Todd Munkett and Ben Johnson, the Jets know we're not even calling them because they're not interested in us. So
No.
there's a lot of stupidity going on with this. You're casting a net too wide instead of being more direct. If you have two former general managers running your search, you should be, I think, a little more tunnel vision with who you're going to go after instead of just interviewing anybody who can open up Zoom. I mean, I can go on for an interview, for crying out loud.
Right. But the problem is, didn't he hire some kind of company to
The
basically
33rd
find?
team. Yeah,
Yeah,
the 33rd
yeah.
team.
See, that doesn't look great. Look, if it was up to me, if I could write the whatever, if I had the pen to make all this happen, I take Spags. Honestly. Part of that
Even
unbelievable Giants defense and everything. Kansas City's defense has been unbelievable. But I just
Yeah.
know what this team is, man. They're just going to do what they usually do. They're going to get an AFC East guy and give him a shot. And that's it. It's going to be
Yeah.
Brian Flores. And look, I'm not a Flores guy. I'm not a fan of Flores. But the plus side is if you get him, you get Josh McCown, who was kind of looking like, a QB whisperer down there with everything that Sam
Yeah.
Darnold's done and everything. And who knows, maybe, and this could be the worst take possible. You might have to, throw a tomato can at me or something. Maybe you get
We
Josh
only throw
McCown.
tomatoes for one reason in this community. You're good. Just don't go there.
Maybe you
What do you
get
got?
Josh McCown, and then maybe there's a few QB prospects that go, okay, I don't mind working. I like McCown. Maybe the
Yeah.
Vikings, because look, the Vikings have a major problem right now. They got JJ McCarthy, and then Sam Darnold has overperformed.
It's a good problem to have, though, right? Like, we can't
Oh,
find one quarterback. They may have found two, because McCarthy had that job before he got injured in training camp,
right,
before the
absolutely.
meniscus went.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that everyone needs to just have a big glass of water now that the season's over because this team put us to through too many emotions of one day we love Rodgers, one day we're done, now we want to keep him. The reality has to set in that here's the thing, regardless if the Jets want Rodgers or not, the writing is in the sand already. Rodgers will retire. Like we have to accept this. He had his sort of Kobe Bryant moment, of having that stellar performance as his last game. And I think that's a good note for him to go out on because now people say,
I like
oh,
it.
Aaron Rodgers' last game, 4 touchdowns, played unbelievable. Gave one to Devontae Adams, had his 500 touchdown of his career. Yeah, that's pretty good. Nobody says about Kobe in his last year, "Ah, they didn't make the playoffs." No, they just say, "Oh, Kobe put up 60. That was great."
Is 4 touchdowns the football equivalent of 60 in a game that didn't mean anything against an opponent that had nothing to play for? Right? Was that like? I'm okay with that. I like that take.
I,
I haven't heard that
I'm
anything
I'm
along those.
talking in perspective of Rodgers, not talking
Oh,
in
no, no.
perspectives for the Jets.
No, the
You know what I mean?
comparative, I like it. Like, the Lakers had nothing to play for in his last game. They just fed him the ball, let him do his thing. The Dolphins and the Jets had nothing to play for in the last game. So, did they just hit a big touchdown? Sorry, the Notre Dame fans are going crazy in the chat.
Notre Dame hit a touchdown that fast.
It's what they're saying.
That's crazy.
Let me open that back up. That's what she said. Have you been a long viewer of the show here?
No, this is my first time.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
How'd you find out about me?
a friend of mine recommended your show. He's
Oh,
always
nice.
telling me to call into one of these shows and everything. And I appreciate it. I didn't even know how somehow I become like an old man when it comes to these things. I don't know where to find your Discord. I don't know how to pay for the subscription. I don't know if it's Patreon or whatever the case may be.
Are you watching? I know you're calling in, it looks like from your phone now. But if you're watching from YouTube on a computer, you can click the join button and then you can enter your data from there. If you have an iPhone, you can't join from it. You can just do like super chats from there. But if you're
Real,
like on the laptop or a tablet, I believe you can go to the Nick Shine Show page and there should be a button that says join.
or maybe someone can buy it for me because I'm broke and the kids are hungry. And
I like it. I mean, not that I like that, but I like the concept of wanting to join the community. I don't like that you're broken. The kids are hungry.
right,
That came
right.
off wrong. Forgive me.
The Jets really hurt
My
us.
head attached to the first part, and I started to
Yeah,
say it
the
as you added
Jets
the
really
second
hurt
part.
us this season. They really hurt us.
They did.
Real quick.
Anyone in the chat, if we could, maybe we gift Mike a membership tonight on his
I
first
have
night.
I have no shame in being a beggar. I have no shame. Real quick, I know you want to bring other people on and everything, and I don't want to overstay my welcome, but what's your like realistically, what would you like to see? Something that's realistic, not something insane like Pete Carroll coming and saving the day or whatever.
What would I like to see? I would like to see my big toe grow back, but you said realistic, so
Right.
not that. Um, I think Spielman and Glenn are realistic. I think Flores McCown combination is realistic. Uh, I think giving Brady big money to leave Buffalo is realistic. Like, I think those things are realistic. I never thought Vrabel was
That's
realistic. I would
that's
be
the
so
head coach.
shocked.
That's the OC for Buffalo.
He's the offensive coordinator, Joe Brady. He's the one that got Josh Allen to stop turning the ball over so damn much. And to do that after the first couple years with how he turned the ball over, 1 second here, we got some action in the chat. The great Rick Kent gifted 5 memberships that went to Beth Page Chris, Genergy, Adriano de Rizzler. I need someone young to come tell me what that is. Big Islander fan, and Joseph Rivera. So Rick Kent, the great Rick Kent, did try. But if you stick around, you participate in the channel, you hit the like button on the videos, and eventually the algorithm will reward you.
We appreciate you, Rick. You're a good man, Rick. You're a better man than I am.
All right, awesome. I got some other people waiting.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you for joining the channel, man.
Thank you for letting me up, man.
We'll talk again.
Take care.
Be good. Nice. New caller. Good takes. Didn't make fun of me. It's already better than most of you in here. I don't know if she's still watching. I saw her name pop up right before Rick. This is Alona. Everyone, give Alona some love and tell her how it's Ilona, by the way. And just tell her how smart she was for breaking up with me. Go ahead. She said she didn't want any praise or anything like that. So just tell her how smart she is for breaking up with Nick. That'll get her to watch. And Gator, I suck. All right, Gator. She set up, she's not using a fake name. She had set up YouTube for her mother's device, but remembered the login and just used it for hers. So that's actually her mother's name. The big fella, he's right. He is absolutely 100% right. Now, most of you morons in the chat, I like to argue with. I like when you say something that I can dispute. But my twin, can't argue with him. Rick Kent is an effing legend. All right, let's see what we got coming in here. Oh, look at Nate. First comment of the night worth Nate's worth putting up on air. She says, I broke up with you, but can never get rid of you. Amen. Preach, girl. I had fun on our date yesterday. Can't wait for the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, 25. Thank you for the memberships. Thank you for the super chat. First thing we have to discuss. What the fuck is going on with that mustache?
Well, you don't like it?
I don't know. Let me see.
I don't know. I'm trying something different.
Let me see. What are you going for, an extra in Super Troopers?
Highway Patrol? I don't know. I guess it's the perfect time. So to educate you on who the Rizzler is, he's an 8-year-old that is on TikTok that blew up. Him and the Costco guys. I don't know if you know about the boom, boom. Anyways, those guys.
I've never watched anything, but a buddy of mine has a studio for Chop Studios. They were Chop Sports, and now it's Chop Studios. And they did videos from their studio, and they had the black and blue foam squares behind them.
Okay, like
and
the
Saturday Night Live made his studio on the skit when they made fun of him. So that's how I know of
cool.
him.
That's cool. Yeah, but the Rizzler, he does something called the Riz face, and it goes like this.
What are you searching for, the beard? There's nothing there, bro.
No, it's the jawline. It's the jawline. It's the Riz face, man. You got to get tapped into the Rizzler.
I'm good.
But
I'll take the updates from you if they're worth knowing.
They're not. they're not.
Jerome says that is a porn star mustache. Are you living the porn star life?
Maybe.
No, that pause was too long. No, that
Maybe.
pause was too long.
Maybe I'm getting involved into OnlyFans. I mean, stay tuned if you're if you're interested. But just to push back on your take a little bit, because I'm a big Glenn guy. But is it like an emotionally charged thing after him declining the Patriots? Because I know that
100%.
you said okay.
100%. 100%.
Because
Like
okay, in that
I said it
case,
earlier. I'm a hater. I'm what the kids and even the adults call a hater. So the second that he showed a little bit of hate towards the Patriots, I'm like, all right, you got me. Rope, line, sinker. I'm in.
To push back on that, then you're emotional towards Rex, or at least you recognize that you will be if he gets the job. So why are you so against Rex but so for Glenn now?
Glenn hasn't hurt me. Glenn hasn't failed me.
Okay. I mean, for
Glenn
me, I've been saying
it. Glenn has multiple teams interested in him. Glenn is coaching in the league now. Glenn's not on ESPN trying to do viral takes every morning with Greenberg. I don't want to go. I've been there, done that. I know you might be too young for it to really know the depths of it, right? When you're a young kid, you watch the game. You're not in the stories every week. You know what I mean? So for me as a fan who lived it with Rex, I thought it was too much drama. I thought it was too much penalties. I thought it was too much games we did lose. We looked very unprepared. And it all started there. The ineptitude, the stupidity all started with the ring circus. That was Rex. That's that. I don't want that. I want more. I would rather somebody like Saleh, who's calm demeanor, but he gets fiery on the sideline. I would have appreciated more if he got more fiery when it came to his own players fucking up instead of just using that fire at the officials. And Alona says no, Rex. She's smart.
Yeah, I agree. You can't go Rex, but I've been saying it for a little bit that Glenn he's getting there. It's like Glenn and Flores right here. I still think Flores is the better guy. Does anything like, let's say that Nick Faria?
I like when Nate doesn't make fun of me and he makes fun of other people. So Nate knows how to get me to put his comments on air. When he was making fun of me, I wouldn't get them up there. And go ahead.
So does anything like what Nick Faria was talking about today, or just people in general that are anti-Flores, does any of that concern you, that he might not have learned from his mistakes, that he is this kind of asshole that when times get rough or the going gets rough, he turns into this different person? Like, does any of that concern you at all?
I'll be honest with you. Sounds like me. So
I've made plenty of mistakes in my life, and I'm only 25. I mean, it kind of sounds like me.
I like the idea of Flores, but the more I hear about Flores, I'm starting to lessen on Flores, and Glenn's moving up for me.
I'll be honest. The only things that excite me about Flores is experience, and that he doesn't like New England. I would assume he doesn't like New England, and he doesn't like the Dolphins. Like, outside of that, I don't know what I really like about him. I feel like he has a lot of like question marks where it's like, oh, well, there's you want to think he can change, but like, who knows if he gets back into that head coach role. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, this is why you have the 33rd team in there to do the deep dive. That's why you have the head of security who will do the deep dive. He'll make all the phone calls to other teams, the Vikings, the Dolphins. He'll talk to their security personnel and find out the truth. And I'll take Flores over Rex. I'll take anyone over Rex. Rex is my bottom candidate. Like,
I wouldn't say anyone.
I would take Bobby coaching the team over Rex. I would.
Really?
Like, that's how little interest I have in Rex Ryan returning. No team has asked to interview you in 8 years. And just because you're on ESPN every day saying that you want the job doesn't mean you deserve the job. There's a lot of things in life that I want. I'm not getting them. I can stand at every mountaintop and yell every day what I want. It doesn't mean it's in the cards. It doesn't mean God has a plan for me. So sometimes you just have to accept that and move on in life.
That's why I hope that interview.
Not
was just
talking
like
about
fan
Alona,
service.
though. Keep that door open, Alona.
I think the interview was just fan service. At least that's what I hope. That it was like, okay, Rex's came out on TV publicly. He wants the job. It's like, okay, we'll give you one. We'll throw you a bone. We'll get some of the fans hyped up that really do like Rex, and we'll call it a day. I hope to God that that's what it is, and it's not like they're giving him a legitimate chance at head coach. I can't do it. But
100% agreed. I cannot. I can't. But awesome. Thank you for calling in. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Have a good one.
Have a good one, pal. Talk soon. I had someone in the back, but that's what she said. Don't do it. Pause. No Diddy. I didn't mean it for me. There was someone waiting backstage. If you want, the line is open. You can call in. For any of you, lines are open. You want to hang out? You want to talk? You want to watch the game first? I get it. Oh, not you. Hi, Wheat. No, come on. Not in here. Come on. I didn't see it at first. Hey, Mess. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate you. You got me with it. Come on. I don't want his face on there. You got me. Rick, it's in the Discord.
Yeah, my bad. I forgot that I changed it to that. Because I was trying to call it to somebody else's show.
All right. I'll bring you back in a minute. You never know what's going to happen with him. You can't predict it. Oh, hey. I had the pleasure of meeting this outstanding young man, a serviceman, in September. He came out here with Jeremy. What's up, Wyatt?
Hey, Nick, I can't hear you. Kick me out for a minute. I got to fix my headphones.
Boba Jet coming in with his 7th-month super chat. So is there any chance anyone is down for a tank next year so we can finally have the number 1 pick in the draft? The New York Jets will do everything in their power to fuck up getting the number 1 pick. Quote me. They won't do it. They won't do it. They will. They'll do everything in their power to mess it up. It's very difficult over 17 games to only lose or to only win 2. Who's in there? Dave Briga and
it's Dave Briga and Nate.
All right, hold on. That we can do.
They're on their way to cap some. They're on their way to cap some kneecaps.
Nice. Can you imagine Nate driving that vehicle through the city in
I
morning
want
traffic?
to with a fucking GoPro on his head, just fucking tipping through cars.
Horrible.
Oh man. So what's up, Nick? How you feeling tonight?
I'm curious in this game. I keep having things pop up on the phone, and I have to go away from it. But
I keep seeing you looking down, but I think you're looking at your dick every time.
Can you stop? I was on a streak of not having any ad suitability, which means that like they'll take away your commercial money if something's said on the show. And I was on like an 8-show streak, and then you come on yesterday, and then it was gone.
Yes. Oh, well, okay. At least it was yesterday, not today. At least I fucked my over. You gotta let me know about these things. Nick, I fully agree with you about Rex. I think it would be the stupidest thing we could do is to hire Rex. I think it would be the worst thing to do.
Agree.
But
Abdul Carter is sick.
and this is like a little bit of a fantasy of mine. What if Vrabel just decides to like screw over the Patriots and just take the Raiders' job of Brady? Like he just does the interview, lets them fire Mayo, do their Rooney Rule, fucking do the interview, and then just goes with the. I would be so happy, dude. I would laugh so hard.
Hold on. I'm watching this kid play. Abdul Carter, you are a Jet. Wild Wave. It would be a miracle. And it would be the football gods shining down upon us if Abdul Carter is there at 7.
I don't watch college. Who's Abdul Carter?
He is a pass rusher, kind of like a Micah Parsons from Penn
Oh,
State,
yeah, really?
number 11. His speed is ridiculous. If you get a creative defensive coordinator, this guy could be one of the greats. He really is.
That like a Micah Parsons kind of deal. I would take
if
that.
you get a defensive coordinator who can move him around, free him up. If you have a turbo package with Jermaine, Quinnen, Will, and Carter,
Ooh,
shit.
Ow. That would be disgusting.
Well, Rick, this is why we need Aller to declare. And there's a possibility. Highly unlikely, but a possibility. And Drew Aller getting the ball back with 52 seconds to go to the college finals, which should be interesting. Yeah, you don't even.
I don't see anybody dropping to 7. Any top QBs aren't coming to 7. No way.
No, not the QB. But if Drew Aller declares, as of now, he's not. He said he's going back to school, but he's going to get his moment right now against Notre Dame, tied 24 with 47 seconds left to go down the field and advance. But 3 quarterbacks, Travis Hunter, perhaps somebody takes Mason Graham like Jacksonville. Jacksonville's got edge rushers. They needed a guy on the inside. And then you get a receiver, McMillan. Boom, Carter's at 7. And I know it might not be very plausible, but I'm hoping that it's very possible.
It's
Allen,
improbable.
that would be even better. That's even better. That's somebody we're not even thinking about. First down, get up on the ball.
So it's improbable, but not impossible.
Yeah, you hope that a third quarterback jumps, and then you hope that an offensive lineman go. And that pretty much with Travis Hunter guarantees Graham or Carter being there for us.
So last night you said
I would love Carter. I would love Carter, the pass rusher, but I would totally accept Graham. Oh, and there's an interception. Oh boy, you're a Jet, Aller.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you said last night you have three tight ends that you would be willing to take at 7. What are they?
No, not 3 tight ends. I said 3 players from Penn State that I'm rooting for in the first round, not 3 tight ends.
I thought because you said something about tight end, and I was like, do you know any tight ends we would take at 7? And you said 3.
What a hard! That is totally a New York Jet play. The pocket made him move left. He stopped and then tried to throw it back to the right hash, and the guy just stepped in front. It wasn't even a great play. He threw
That's
the ball
a Zach
right
Wilson play.
Oh boy, I love when they show the nervous.
Yeah, it's loud.
It's this, or it's like hands on the head, or the covering the mouth. I hate fans.
Love's right. That was back Zachy Poo-esque.
Ooh, I think he got his hands underneath it. I don't think it's debatable. You're going to have to show from the other end zone. Yeah, this is the view that'll show. Yeah, his hands are under it. Interception. That's a horrible, horrible decision. And even an uglier throw going back across the field like that. Yeah, he easily caught that. I don't even think it's. I mean, there would be more than beer cans going on the field. You throw versions on the field at that point if they overturn this.
I didn't even see the play, but I feel like it was Zach Wilson that did it. Tommy's.
How's Notre Dame's kicker, chat? Clancy, how's the kicker for Notre Dame? Little bit of pressure here.
He's about 60 years too young for Clancy.
Well, they're not in field goal range yet. They're at the 42, so right now it's a 59-yarder. You're not kicking that with a college kid. Quarterback keep. Oh, boy. 5 yards. 54-yarder. Oh, Jeter. Yeah, he kicked a bunch. Oh, Big Fella says Notre Dame kicker is shit. Wyatt, I see you in the back, Wyatt. I don't want to get into a conversation with you while I'm watching the game. I'd rather be rude to the guy on air than to be rude to you. Thank you for waiting.
I respect that. I respect that.
I'm honest. I'm not going to bullshit.
Are there any kickers coming out this fucking year that we can grab that's worth fucking using a pick for?
I don't even know at this point.
Because that's one thing that we do need to fucking work. I know we're focused on everything else, coach, but we need a kicker, guys. We need somebody that can make a 30-yard fucking field goal and not miss an extra point.
Drew Aller is actually like crying on the sideline to his coach right now. You're like, are these girls still going to sleep with me?
That's an important question, Nick.
They might have to go pro. If not, you go get money. Money will make them.
That is true. Tell them I almost went pro. That was right there.
Oh, another quarterback draw.
Dude, my buddy was an undrafted free agent for the Rams as a wide receiver. He was like a 6'2" white guy. And of course, he didn't make the team, but he milked that shit to get pussy for like 7 years. He had pictures of him in a Rams uniform and everything at practice. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen.
The guy who doesn't even know who Abdul Carter is asking about college. Wait, I'm laughing so hard I can't even get the comment out. Guy doesn't know who Abdul Carter is. Asking about college kickers. I need that kind of weed.
Just come to Jersey, dude. I got it for you.
Wild Wave. New York Giant. Make him a Giant. Take him at 4 Giants. 3rd and 3. They've run 2 quarterback draws so far. It's a tie game. 23 seconds left. Yeah, Rick. Keensburg Kush.
Exactly, Rick. You have no idea how good that they spray fucking Raid bug spray on the Kush before they sell it to us.
I don't even want to look at the 25-yard line. This will be a 42-yarder.
First down for the Irish is the first time they pass out that night.
Why down it now? Just let it run. Why down it with 15 seconds left? You should have just downed it with 3. Run the ball to the middle of the field, wherever you want, hash you want. Take the knee, take the timeout with 3 seconds, and then go to the next round. There you go. Can't take a knee when you're running forward like that, dumbass. You could have got lit up, of course, because you went to Duke and you're stupid.
I got to go. I'm baking a cake for my mom for her birthday tomorrow, so I got to go take it out of the oven and frost it and shit. So let anybody else that wants to come on. I'll see you guys in the DP. 60 years old. She's up there.
Bless her. God bless
Later,
her.
buddy.
Dealing with you.
I know. Tell me about it, dude. She's only been to Disneyland one time in her entire life, and it's when she was pregnant with me, and my pregnancy was so bad she had to not only be in a wheelchair the entire time, but had to come home to give birth to me and almost bled to death because of it. That was the worst fucking pregnancy you can imagine. Foreshadowing, right?
That she ran into Ric Flair and she rode Space Mountain.
Actually, funny, this dude I used to work with at Tractor Supply was married to Ric Flair's daughter. and they had a falling out or whatever. So Ric Flair wrote a book and like talked shit about him. So he sued Ric Flair about it. It was wild. And then during Halloween that year, I convinced everybody in the store to dress up like Ric Flair and walk in going, woo! I got fired like the next day. It was hilarious. Good times. Anyway.
Knob has a question.
What, my mom? I mean, not really, but I would have not really, but I wouldn't put anything past her. You got money, Knob? Because I'll immediately hook you up with my mom.
Goodbye.
Later, Nick.
Happy birthday to your mother.
Hey, man. Peace.
We good?
Yeah, I can hear you this time. I fixed it.
How are you, man? How you been?
Good. How have you been? Get the brakes fixed?
Yeah, the brakes on the car got fixed.
Dude, I felt your pain. I just got home from Wyoming, and as I'm pulling onto base after this 1,500-mile drive, my brakes finally fucking need to be replaced. So literally the first time I hear it is braking at the gate to my base. And I just hear a loud screaming sound. I'm like, oh, there they go.
Are you watching this game? You watching the college game?
No, should I be? What's the game? I don't know.
It's college football playoff. There's 12 seconds left. I'm not looking at the chat because I want to watch this live. It's a national semifinal. Notre Dame against Penn State. Notre Dame's lining up with the kick. Here's the snap. It's down. Oh, it looked like it was going to be no good, but it's good.
What's that mean?
Ooh, that looked like it was going bad, and all of a sudden it came back in.
Does that mean I wish that could have happened at the Broncos game? Is Notre Dame winning?
Notre Dame is now up with 7 seconds left.
Oh, that sucks. I like Penn State. I do not like Notre Dame. Even though I've gotten like 3 offers to go to Notre Dame, I have no reason to dislike them. There's something about it.
That's fair. Where are you stationed at? San Diego?
Yep, out in Camp Pendleton.
Nice. How long were you able to go home for?
Ooh, 3 weeks. See, the issue is, though, I went home too long, and I started getting annoyed. I should have only gone home 2 weeks. Now I know for the future, do not go home for more than 2 weeks.
Tell them 1 week. And then if you want to stay a couple extra days, you make it look like a surprise. It's always good to spend a little extra time and catch people off guard.
Oh, yeah.
Then bail early and make it known that you're aggravated. That's my experience with family.
Yeah, for
when
me,
I
it was
tell them
just
I'm coming over. I'm like, I don't know. I'll stop by. And if we're having fun and my sister's not aggravating me, we'll stay for the day. But
that's good advice. See, my issue is like I'm staying at my mom's place in my old room, right? So my mom treats it like I'm still in high school. And it's just like, Mom, you can't talk to me the way you did high school me. I'm not going to sit here and take that crap. I'm a grown-ass man. It's like, I'm willing to help my mom, but if she just says, get up here and help me, it's going to piss me off. But if you're like, hey, can you come help me? I'm going to be like, yeah, I'll fucking do whatever you want, Mom. You're my mother. But the demanding is what really got to me. That's just how my mom is. But wore me out. How was your Christmas?
uneventful, which is good. Quiet, low key. Real quick, I just want to give a prediction. Nate saying congrats, boys, before the game is over is the stuff that legendary roasts are made of. Just want to say that. I don't think Penn State's going to do anything, but saying congrats with 8 seconds left could be very funny.
I mean, I was sitting there, I remember at the Broncos game thinking we'd won when Greg the Leg came out, and then kick in the gut, man. Never call a game early.
Adirondack, he's stationed in San Diego and went home to see family, man.
What's he saying? I can't see the chat.
Oh, he's just teasing, saying, man up and move out of mom's house then. Mom's house, mom's rules. old school mentality.
No, I would agree if I lived with my mother, but I do not. I was visiting her for her.
That was the longest throw he's made all day, and he threw it out of bounds on a lateral. There you go, Notre Dame fans.
Who do they play next? Is that Was
They
that the
play the winner of
semifinal?
Texas and Ohio State, which I believe play tomorrow night, if I'm correct.
Okay.
Alan, tomorrow night? Nate, big fella, Clancy, Tom? Who you guys rooting for? At the Notre Dame fans, who do you not want to play? I'm curious to hear that.
I'm rooting for Ohio, but that's just because I don't like Texas.
Thank you, Stack. He wants to play OSU. Give me OSU. Ohio State. All right. Some love for Ohio State in the chat. All right. I can get out of there. So, what's your thoughts on the Jet season? Any care about head coach or any thoughts on that?
Here's my thing on head coach and GM. You never know if a head coach is going to be good unless he was already a head coach. So anyone we bring up who wasn't already a head coach, we'll see. I don't care. They could bring up some guy off the street, and I wouldn't judge him until a few games. So I don't care. I do like Vrabel, but he's obviously going to the Packers, so no point in talking about that. Dude's a fucking douchebag now.
Patriots, me?
Yeah, the Patriots.
Well, the Raiders fired their GM, Tom Telesco, today, and are bringing in Vrabel for an interview. And people think that they will give him everything he wants, allow him to pick the general manager, and give him total control, something that is rumored that he desires. So they might be able to snatch him away.
I don't think we're getting him. I can tell you that much.
Agreed. I never thought we were. I wanted, but I never thought we could sign him. I never thought he'd want us, to be completely
The guy
honest.
I've wanted is Ben Johnson, but no shot in hell we get him. So.
It would have been nice.
But I don't know.
Nice.
And then I don't know much about, GMs. All I know is I doubt we're going to find someone better than Joe Douglas was. So
Gotcha.
I'm ready for our drafts to not be as good as they were with Joe Douglas. Maybe free agency will be better. For some reason, Joe Douglas's free agency was never very good.
He overpaid.
I don't know if that was his fault.
Too many players. He overpaid too many players to mask some of the failures, right?
Yeah.
Green Bean showing Wyatt some love. What's
Green
up,
Bean.
Green Bean. If you aren't tucked away in bed, click the link. Join in.
Love Green Bean.
I would say so. You flew across the country to go to the outing.
Hell, they paid for it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I didn't pay for that. I might, man, I want to go next year. I want to go really bad, but I don't know if I'll be able to. I'm either not re-signing and going to college. And that makes it more likely I'll be there because I'll probably go to the college on the East Coast, which will make it way easier to go see you guys. But if I re-sign, I'm going to volunteer for embassy guard duty. I'll be guarding an embassy in some foreign fucking country.
Oh, jeez. So. Just so you guys know, this next caller talks a lot of shit about me. A lot. But when I tell him to click the link and call in, he's my little bitch, and he does it. What's up, Green Bean?
Oh, that was awesome.
That was a great response time.
I wouldn't take that, Green Bean. I wouldn't take that if I were you.
That was good.
He got me last week during the second to last game. He got me on his stream, so I owed him a bitch call. He called me a dummy, I think, a couple times. So
I gave you some credit today on the Thursday Thick of It earlier. I said, I popped into Nick Shine's stream last night, and I said we were talking about Aaron Glenn, and I said Nick, I really put things in perspective for me, like because I'm a little bit, I love Aaron Glenn, but I don't really, the whole thing. But you said the reason I don't want Aaron Glenn is because I don't want to have to hate him in 4 years. I said, that's why I don't want him. So I said, Nick,
wait,
brilliant.
Pause. Thank you. But now today he says no to the Patriots about not wanting to interview with them, and I'm like, son of a bitch,
Yeah.
now I want him.
I think he told him off too.
Now
I don't
I'm
think
in.
he just said no. He told him off.
Yeah, he's like, no,
Well,
I'm not
because
interested.
they're
No, thank you.
scumbags, dude. And they finally, maybe finally somebody calls them out. Like they can pull all this shit for years. And it's like, and then the Jets were like, there's, they make stories about us, but the Patriots are scumbags and everything. But yeah, I wanted to say Wyatt was the recipient of the Wayward Jets fan fund. So we didn't pay for it. Everybody, all you guys did in the chat,
Phil.
everybody else, like everybody, we got a lot of donations that got Wyatt. We flew him from California to Newark, and then the hotel room, right? I believe, or maybe you had to do that.
No, I had the hotel room, but you guys had everything
we
else.
got the tailgate with Tailgate Joe. The fans did that.
That was
so we just put it together. But I'll tell you what, Nick Shine came through. Yeah, I don't know if you guys told this story, but Wyatt, he's from Wyoming, everybody, and he's out there stationed. He's a Marine in California. He'd never been to New York, and we get him to the bar in New York. We're hanging out, me and Nick and Jeremy and Jake, and everybody's there. And Wyatt calls me, I don't know, 10 o'clock at night or whatever. He's like, I forgot my wallet or my credit card.
Left his credit card
fucking
in New York.
bar in New York City. I'm like,
Pioneers?
oh, Wyatt.
Pioneers it was, right?
Yeah. Now, credit to them, huh, Nick? Wyatt he just jumps in an Uber thinking he's in Wyoming. It's going to be $18 or some shit. It's fucking $300. Get him into the city, takes him an hour and a half, and they had his card. They kept it for him. I mean, what an amazing thing. But then Nick Shine, who got you on the train and dude, that was all
Uber.
Nick.
I looked at the Uber and
I
it was
was
like
doing
$190.
drunken tech support.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get him to download the Amtrak app, find the train, where to go in Penn Station.
I'll tell it. I was the guy who had to deal with this crap. So I wanted to just get an Uber to this bar because in any other fucking state in the country it would have cost me $20 to go these 4 or 5 miles I need to go. It's fucking $190.
Wait. Edison
$190
to Manhattan.
Right. Yeah. I didn't know that, but it was $190.
It's not 4 miles. You're going from Raritan Center in Edison, New Jersey, into New York City.
You're right. As the crow flies, it's like, it's a couple miles away. It's like, not here. It ain't.
So I had to get an Uber to the train station, which I've never used public transport in my life, like ever, not once. I have to call Nick Shine while I'm in an Uber going to the train. And I'm like, Nick Shine, what do I do, Nick? I don't know what's going on. Nick tells me where to go and what to do. And I got onto the last one going in with like 3 minutes to spare into Manhattan.
Running through Manhattan, this Wyoming, this Marine from Wyoming's running through Manhattan.
Dressed like a cowboy, which these guys didn't. I dress like a cowboy everywhere. So I clearly am not in my element. I'm panicking. I'm sweating. It was a nightmare. But they did have my debit card, and then I got back safe.
Dude,
Green Bean was panicking because I just dipped without letting.
Well, I told him too. I said, "Why didn't you just call?" He jumps in an Uber. I said, "Well, you got people." I didn't want to, but I would have got my car and went and got him. I would have. You know what I mean? But anyway, Nick Shine saved the day.
Green Bean calls me up, and he's like, "It's like 10 o'clock at night," and he's like, "Hey, I got a question to ask you." He's at like a family event, like at his sister's or
at
something.
my sister's house. Yeah,
I got a favor to ask you. He tells me the story. He goes, "Can you get him to the train and back to where he needs to go?" I'm like, "Give him my number. Have him call me."
Yep.
So glad it worked out.
Stepped in. And now he's got a good story, right, Nick? He's got a good story, a proper New York story. You know,
when I was a kid, Home Alone, Lost in Manhattan never made sense to me because it's like, how the fuck do you get lost in a city? You know, running through the city, I'm starting to realize how you get lost in the city. So
yeah, it doesn't take a lot. So I only have a minute. It's late. I was like shutting down, and I saw you live, and I just checked in. But real quick prediction, Nick. Who, if you had to predict, I'm seriously curious what you think. I want to hear what if you had to put your money on the table right now. Who's our GM and head coach?
Spielman and Aaron Glenn.
Spielman.
I think Spielman
Really?
because he's had a hand in turning Detroit around, and there's the connection with Glenn. And from being out there, he was a lot of people give Spielman the credit for going for Dan Campbell and for being a big part of the turnaround out there. And as you're very well aware, we need a turnaround out here. So
We'd
if
like
you
a
can do it-
turnaround.
Yeah, we'd love to turn
We'd
around.
like one of those.
Yeah, I would love to do a 180 from this disaster that it's been.
Hey Nick, did you know when he did that? Real quick, the city of Detroit wrote a letter to the Lions. They made the council and everybody. They wrote to the Lions. They lobbied for Robert Saleh to be the choice because he's from Michigan, and they wanted him to have a homecoming. So he actually deferred. He didn't take that advice and went out on the limb. And everybody was like, they made a big mistake. They should have gotten Robert Saleh. And Dan Campbell's coming in talking about biting kneecaps, and everybody laughed at him. And here we are. So that's a big credit to your guy.
Yeah, I think that they would. I think that as Jets fans, we'll have an appreciation and a respect for a guy who came from the Lions and had any hand in doing for them what has happened.
Yeah.
Knowing that we need that here. Now, basically, Chris Spielman, you can come here and make the Jets a winner and make the Jets a 1 seed. You're basically going in the Hall of Fame as an executive, doing it for the Lions and then the Jets back to back.
Greatest of all time.
Yeah. I am petrified.
Shit.
I said this yesterday. I had Buffalo Jet fan on, and we were doing some predictions. And yesterday, I said that I'm petrified that the Johnsons will fall in love with Matt Nagy, having gone to the playoffs multiple times, having done it with Mitch Trubisky as his quarterback, and looking at the resume with no context and saying, hey, if he did that in Chicago, and Chicago's been bad, maybe we can get him here.
Good resume.
I'm afraid of that.
Winning record as a head coach, 2 playoff appearances in 4 years.
And if it wasn't
Andy
for the
Reid,
double doink, he goes on in the playoff, right? They beat Philly that year.
That's right.
I'm afraid that they'll be like in love and smitten with the paper, because I feel like our owners get in love with what's on paper and don't have any idea of what reality is in the football world. And they'll look at the resume and say, oh yeah, get us that guy. Go ahead, make him an offer.
Yeah, I could see that too. I really could. God forbid somebody calls the Johnsons like some famous guy and says, hey, Matt Nagy's the guy. Like they did with Adam Gase.
You call him.
Dude, I sent my fucking resume. Wyatt. Why didn't they didn't even write me a letter saying they're not interested?
They're afraid of the beard, man.
They're afraid of I would fix the Jets in 2 years. I'm telling you, 2 years.
Well, you're so old. Did you update your address book, or did you send the letter to Hofstra?
I sent it exactly. I sent it snail mail. I had a carriage deliver it.
Listen, Green Bean, if you're still alive when I'm governor of Wyoming, as the governor of Wyoming, I'll call him up. I'll be like, hey, we need Green Bean as our GM.
How about this? You just bring me out to Wyoming and put me up in a ranch for a little while. That's all I have.
I can do that right now. It's not going to be great. My mom's going to scream at you, but I can do that right now.
Oh, I miss getting yelled at by moms, so that's good. Wyatt, if you had to put your money on the table, who do you say the Jets' next head coach is and all that?
God, I don't know. Right now, my nightmare is they're going to bring back that old Jets coach. I can't remember his name.
Oh, Rex?
Yeah, that's my nightmare right now. But I hope they bring Aaron Glenn. But honestly, I just don't know enough about coaches because I've only been paying attention to the NFL for like 3 years. So I just don't know enough.
Yeah, I got you. You know why it's a newer fan? You know why he's here, Nick? You know how he started becoming a Jets fan out there in Wyoming?
Hallucinogens?
Yeah, I'd say so. A lot of cow turds out there, so there's some mushrooms.
Big ones.
The color green. That's how we got them.
And Zach Wilson. The color green and Zach Wilson.
Fucking look at that poor guy. I feel bad for Wyatt all the time. I always tell him, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry.
I apologize.
So I'll make mine real quick. I think Aaron Glenn has a leg up, but I think in the same vein, I'm not going to be surprised when the choice is Josh McCown.
I would love it. Josh is in my 4. Flores
is my guy.
Aaron Glenn, McCown, and Brady from Buffalo. Those are my 4.
Yeah, I would love Flores with McCown as the OC. I would love that. You know what would be really great? It ain't going to happen, but you know what would be fun? We've been talking about this. If we got Flores and McCown, right, offensive coordinator, and Flores goes, you know what? We're just going to go balls to the wall. And he calls Gerard Mayo as his defensive coordinator. The AFC hatred that would be seething and just oozing out of Florham Park. I can get into something like that. Fucking Gerard wants to make the Patriots pay. Flores wants to make the Dolphins pay. That's my kind of.
And McCown pretty much played for everybody. So
that's right.
He's like another Fitzpatrick. He's
exactly 12 teams. 12 teams. Fucking McCown. All right, I got to bounce out of here, though.
Every single one of them praises him as a man with character and always caring about people. We saw him for a little bit with Sam and the relationship that they had 17, 18 years apart.
Look what he's done for him here.
He's destined for greatness, man. And if I hope to God, if he is, it's here in some capacity. So big fan of McCown. I wouldn't even mind if we jump. I would rather get McCown now than him take over the Dolphins next year when McDaniels gets fired.
Right, man. No, like that's Dom C was just saying that before. He said, you get him a year early. Okay. That's he's never been a coordinator. It's better to get him a year early and know what you got and kind of watch him become, as opposed to, like you're saying, be afraid, let him go somewhere else next year. And then we're sitting here with our dicks in our hands with, Slowick, or we hire Spagnolo again, or, it's like some stupid shit. Just get the young offensive guy. But I'm really hoping it's Flores. I love the idea of already being a successful head coach in the league. We know what he is. We know he can coach, and he's already made his mistakes for somebody else.
Yeah.
Get him in here. That's what I want. That's what I want.
I'm totally on board with that. I do appreciate you popping in. And
look, I added 24 people to your stream.
Don't get cocky. That was
I remember when I was trying to get to 1,000 subs, and like you had like 5 accounts. You just have all your accounts opened up.
Yeah, I subscribed 6, so I subscribed with all of them. You were like 4 or 5 away. I'm like, oh, we're doing it. We're doing it tonight.
I'll never forget. You were like, hold on, I got you right now, and it went bloop, bloop, bloop. I was like, oh wow, he does have star power.
Yeah,
but let's talk. Let's get on a full show together on either on here or your channel, and let's discuss it.
Let me know, buddy. I'm back. This season kicked my ass. You know what I mean? So I'm getting excited now for the off season. So I'm back.
Before you go,
I'm going to tell you a little bit early, but 27 minutes from now is 22 months sober, and you know how much I love you.
Yeah,
and you know how much appreciation I have for you with helping me when I was at my lowest point. So fitting that you click in now. I appreciate you, pal, and I love you.
Yeah, and you look great, dude. Nick, all jokes aside, I love you, buddy. You know that.
I love you too, man.
And I love Wyatt too. Wyatt's my guy. Wyatt's my guy, man. You guys have a good night.
Don't get in the middle of this old man love over here, Wyatt. Let us
right. Well, you're right. We'll squash you, Wyatt.
Wait, you know what? I'm going to do a little side by side. Hold on, Wyatt.
There you go.
For everyone who says I'm looking like Green, there's still darkness in this beard.
You got There's youth.
There's
still some
side.
youth. There's still some youth tucked in that beard. I ain't fooling anybody.
There's no darkness in that beard at all, just in that soul.
That's right. Exactly.
Thanks,
all right.
buddy.
Well, you too. I'll see you later. I'll see you, Wyatt, and see you guys in the chat. Have a good night, buddy.
You too, pal. Awesome. Nice little surprise.
You know that part at the end where he said, "This season has crushed me." I have never seen Jets fans so depressed since I started being a Jets fan as they are this year.
Well, we've known we're going to have bad years. We've known we've had bad quarterbacks. But when all of us collectively, all offseason leading up to the season, was looking at the talent on this roster, that's what made this year so awful to go through, because you got Devontae and Garrett Wilson, the greatest wide receiver talent you've ever had. You've had Rodgers, a Hall of Fame quarterback. You had what we thought was Tyron Smith goes from all-pro second team to not even be able to get contact on pass rushers on some sets. The defense falls off. The coach gets fired. The GM gets fired. Everything that could go wrong went wrong, and that
I really
what it's
think,
like to be a Jet fan.
like, unpopular opinion, and I thought this at the time too. I think firing Robert Saleh is why we didn't make the playoffs. I think he was holding our defense together. And maybe it improved our offense, maybe it didn't, but I think firing him that early in the season was a horrendous idea. I think it killed our playoff chances.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. I'm going to start winding down the show. I appreciate you for calling in. I appreciate you for supporting the channel, and stay safe and keep me updated on how you're doing. All right.
Yeah, dude, sounds good. Have a good night.
If you ever get lost in New York again, I'm your guy.
All right, sounds good.
All right, pal. Take care, man. God bless, man. Stay safe. For Rick Kent earlier, Green Bean and I have a thing where we constantly go at one another. And if one of us is on air and the other one is not, and we see him in the chat, we attack because the other one's not there to defend himself. That's why I brought him in with that introduction that I did, because he had just did that to me. And this was my first time to get a swing of the bat. Hell yeah. All right. That's stuck in my head before, Rick. I wanted to address that with you. The last thing I ever want is Rick Kent upset with me. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to that time. First of all, there are 60 of you here watching right now. You need to hit the like button. The goal on this show is to get 100 likes every stream. If you're popping in late and you haven't already, please do so. It's free. It helps the channel. It helps tell other people out in the interwebs on YouTube, hey, people like this show. There's good stuff going on. And if you don't, lie. I won't say anything. I promise you. And the last thing we'd ever want to upset is Jesus. Amen, Rick. Amen. Or were you talking to Johnny and you called him Jesus? I can't tell. It's chat. It reads the same way. So, ladies and gentlemen, drop your what did we learn? We talked coaching. We talked failures. We talked hopeful successes. We've talked a lot. We watched Notre Dame do the unthinkable and beat 2 top 10 teams within 2 weeks. That hasn't happened since the 80s. Oh, mess. Thank you, sir. Coming in with 5 memberships that went to Jersey Jet, Bino, Green Bean the Jet fan, Jay Lepselter, and Party with Peg and Artie. Thank you, mess. I appreciate you. You're a good man. You're a very good man. Thank you. And thank you. Thank you for everyone for saying it earlier. I couldn't get them all up on screen, but I appreciate you guys. And I thank you. For those of you that have known me longer than the 22 months and were here when I came back from my couple-month departure from all social media and all life, I committed to you guys as much as I commit to myself. And I do these shows every night, not only because it helps me, but it allows me to let all of you who care about me know I'm okay. That means a lot to me. I don't want the people that love me or care about me to ever have to worry about me again. And sorry for those that did. My apologies to you. My mom cries every time I tell her that. I'm all right, Mom. You don't have to worry about me ever again. Now, how do you segue out of a loving moment like that? Pervert Nation.
Proud New York Jet fan Nick Shine here, chiming in with Noel here. Sweet Cheeks is their code name. Fantastic. Coming over, giving Bobby and Mike love.
I hope you I've been going back to Cleveland, New Jersey, and New York.
I'm from Queens. I was born and raised, but I went to
You're from Queens?
I'm from Queens.
I love you guys. Love you too. You're the biggest too.
You guys
Gator.
Let's get a jet. Get a jet.
Go get him, Jet.
Win, baby. Give me this cup.
Bobby Midnight. Bobby Midnight. I am Brad. I watch your channel. Can I take a picture with you? Is that your boyfriend? Is my girlfriend? Can I take a picture with you?
Mikey, don't touch, Mikey.
I love this place. I know you can.
Remember, all right, what's their YouTube?
I have it on my.
No, I already told you. What's your YouTube?
I'm drunk.
Oh, that's my. Oh, she's very pretty. No, I'm not.
How do you segue from a handsome older gentleman saying that he's now 22 months sober? You bring on a young, hot, drunk girl in part of a video montage. Yeah, I sat down as I'm laughing. I was like, of course, that's the video that I picked with the segue, Wild Wave. That's the one that I picked. Thank you, everybody. I see your comments now that I'm back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. I really do. Even someone like Nate, who constantly is like nails on a chalkboard. Even when I read his words, it's like, yeah, Nate had no patience for the drunk girl. It's like, I already told you. What time did you meet him? 12:14. Midnight. Damn it. I wish she... Nate, I need that number. I have to reach out to her. Can I add the old cameos? Hold on. Anything for you, Tom. Anything for Tom Ace. Let me see. Addison, I sent you those, right? Oh, no. Email. Hold on. I got it. Let me see if I can get those. Boom. Uh-oh. I know. Old man interneting. Let's do... You know what? I teased this before, but let's do it again. Could be a 1 seed in the Asmaniac bracket. Let's show Lane a little bit of love.
This is his Bobby in his orange chair. See, this is him. I like that come on. Look at my wife. No, I mean, I'm Neil. I saw that game, and I was in my nuts. How could they not win? I'm upset right now, going bonkers with a cigar in my mouth. I was watching it, and the record's like 10-3 now. You know? Let me just go step out the window right now. I'm Charles. With the hat on.
Oh, wow. That's fast. Yeah, you could do... All right, hold on. Let's do Alan. Do you want to do a impersonation of me?
Good evening. Before I start this show, these are the advertisements. Custom best bourbon that you could get for just 99 cents for the you get 50.
All right, my dumbass is now batting 2 for 2, where the next video I click after talking about being 22 months sober is a guy doing a promo for bourbon. Oh, you can't make this stuff up in my life. I swear to God. What's that one? What's this one? Here is, if you missed the Bobby birthday spectacular this summer, we got a cameo from Webster.
What's going on, Bobby Midnight? What's going on, Bubba? How you doing? How is it going? or should I call you Noble Midnight? What's going on, Brother Noble? How you doing? Hope you're having a blessed day.
Okay, so I have no idea why he started calling him Noble Midnight. There was nothing in the email about that. He just went with it on his own.
Happy birthday. Boom. Happy birthday. Hope that you're going to have a beautiful time doing all that you do, spending too much time on YouTube, listen, yeah, I'm having a beautiful day, okay? And I know that you're having a good day when you're in your orange chair. I don't know what that's all about, but I can only imagine. I can only imagine this has something to do with Clyde. I don't even know. It's got to have something to do with Clyde and Mrs. Clyde. I don't know. And the lampshades are always crooked. I don't know what that's all about. Does it have those like little dips in the thing of it, the little doilies, the little what's the names at the bottom of it, the old school ones? Okay, I don't know. But I gotta ask you a question. Why is your brother Mike always yelling at everyone? Yo, listen, I don't, listen, it is what it is. I mean, it's just, life is what it is. It is what it is. What it is. Listen, being the shortest man, it has its ups and downs, and I know what it is, you know what I'm saying, and you have different situations, complexes, and I know they've called it Napoleon in the past and all of that, but no, it's the strength. See, what they don't know, I'm gonna tell you what it is that they don't know. What they don't know is that they might see a short man, but what they don't know is that there's a 16-foot giant standing within. So I just want to say salute to the giant, Noble Midnight, and say, bless you, my brother, from my heart to yours. Have a beautiful birthday. Hope you have the wonderful time and all that you're doing. 56, bro. That's how you do it. Bring it in. And big ups to MJ sharing his birthday and all. Peace out. And
Those are the smallest damn fingers I've ever seen in my life. If you didn't think that I was going to pause that on those two little nubs, you're out of your mind. You haven't been paying attention. Shout out to Emmanuel Lewis. Let's see what else we got. Oh, here we go. Now, this is not the guy from the parking lot in the video. Let's add this. We got an Aaron Rodgers lookalike.
What is up, Bobby Midnight? Your boy Aaron is here. I want to wish you a happy 56th birthday, you high-end freaky pervert hornball. Hey, now, I don't judge. Look, I'm not even going to talk about some of the crazy things I get up to, usually when I'm on not. But look, I don't judge. I just want you to get your freak on, enjoy your birthday. I hear you're going to be co-hosting with Nick on your YouTube channel. It's going to be a great day, I'm sure. And, I was thinking maybe that, I don't know, when you're on the field for the Texans pregame when we're in town, come say hello. Let's meet. Just try to keep the freak down a little, all right? Let's keep it classy. Happy birthday, Bobby. Have yourself a great, great day.
All right. I'm looking for... Oh, here we go. Boom. For those of you who are on Instagram, if you haven't already, Ricky Berwick, special needs guy, very popular, over 1 million followers, we got Bobby a cameo from Ricky Berwick.
Yo, Bobby Midnight. Get out of your fucking orange chair, alright? Stop watching YouTube all day long. Take a shower, bitch. Not once a week, alright? Stand up for yourself. Your brother Mike, you pussy. Jets fan motherfucker. And love Reese's more. Bobby. Fuck you, bitch.
That was the roast. It's Ricky Berwick. Now, Bobby's birthday is August 28th. A couple days later, the prized puzzle came in. This masterpiece came in. Now, originally, we put together a cameo for Snooki. And Snooki did not agree to do the requests that myself and Knob suggested. Now, we then fell back onto Winnie Cooper, Danica McKellar. And all of a sudden, 3 days later, this fantastic gem comes in. Now, I know I saw Sarah in the chat before. I hope she's still here. She was a little upset with me in the time. She used to get upset with me a lot in the summer. I was a jerk. Still am. Just not a jerk to her. She's awesome. Now, I wrote, Danica McKellar does advice. So I wrote to her as if I was Sarah. And Sarah is in love with Bobby. And she needs Bobby to open up about his feelings more because she's a little unclear about how Bobby feels. So that is the whole premise of this. Here you go.
Hey, Bobby, this is Danica McKellar. Yes, I played Winnie Cooper on The Wonder Years many years ago. Sarah tells me that it is your birthday. Happy birthday. She also was telling me that she has very strong feelings for you and that she hopes that you love her the way you love Winnie Cooper. Very sweet. Yeah, she's hoping that you'll open up and share your feelings with her, whatever they may be. I hope you guys have a wonderful relationship, whatever it is, whether it's just friendship or more than that. Sounds like Sarah wants more than that. I don't really want to get in the middle of this, but I'm wishing blessings for both of you. Sarah, thank you so much for booking this video. I donate all my proceeds to children's charities. Right now it's places like Child Help, My Stuff Bags, and also some organizations that are helping to fight child trafficking. So thank you so much for that support. And Bobby, whatever your feelings are inside what Sarah calls a beautiful heart that you have, I hope that you are able to open up and share them with Sarah, and I'm wishing you both a wonderful life. Mwah.
I don't know if you can tell by that video, but it's pretty clear that Winnie Cooper wants me. Chrome, I can't imagine why Sarah would be upset about this. Well, the part that she got upset about, from what I recall, and I usually forget when women get mad at me because normally their feelings don't matter to me. But she got mad because we brought her on air with Bobby and she had no idea that that was going to happen. And she was sitting there like this at work, like, what the fuck did Nick do? But if you recall to the summer, Bobby was infatuated with Sarah, with the golden hair blonde beauty, and it was a moment in time, and that encapsulates, is that the right word? Nope, fuck that word up. You guys can have fun with that. That reminds us of the summer. So that was a lot of fun putting together Bobby's birthday. It was a long show. A lot of you called in. A lot of people called in to wish Bob happy birthday. We had the surprises with the cameo. And I don't know how people put on produced shows like on television every day. Usually there's more than one of them. But that was a lot of work. Planning that out, the call-ins, who would like doing the whole rundown of the show. I was exhausted. But Bob deserved it. Bob was why am I talking like he's dead? Fuck. Give me the fucking scale, Bob. Tell me what you weigh. Jesus Christ. I really felt like I was just eulogizing him. Jesus Christ. All right. What did we learn? Tell me what you learned, people. I demand to know your information that rests inside your brain right now. Lane, thoughts on Bobby's weight?
This is his Bobby, and did you see the Bobby picture? Look at that. He lost like 3 pounds. He looks good now. God.
3 pounds. Looks great. But thank you, Sarah, for being such a good sport and not hating me more than you already did before that. So cheers to you. Jay Graves, I learned Sarah was right to be mad. Well, Jay Graves, the humor in it is Bobby told her every single day, 50 times a day, how much he loved her and how beautiful she was. So that's the humor in the cameo, is that Sarah was asking Bobby to be open about his feelings towards her. Because anyone who watched Bobby's show during the summer, all Bobby did was talk about his feelings towards Sarah. So that's where the humor lied in it, in my opinion. Oh, we got a couple good ones coming in. Mark Ferraro learned that 25 will be on Brazier soon. Chrome, Bobby is a Renaissance man. Hawk, I learned that even though Sarah had very deep feelings for Bobby, he knew they could never be and told her to be with me instead as a backup option. Love you, Bob. Yeah. Hawk, that's listen, sometimes you got to be there to swoop up the damsel in distress and heal her heart when somebody as worldly as Bob breaks it. So I'm glad you got the benefit of it. Big fella, I learned that Drew Aller better not be a goddamn Jet. Sorry. I learned that Drew Aller better not be a goddamn Jet. Because that's how big fella would want it read. Jay Graves is obviously doing talk to text because she said hashtag Team Sarah, thinking that the hashtag would pop up. I picked up on that, Graves. I nailed that one. Carly, the new number one in Bobby's heart. Sorry, big fella. I'm sorry. It's the end of the day. A little tired. I learned that. Aw, Rick. What did you learn? I want to know what Rick learned. Always OG, number one. Almost. Hell yeah. If Bobby didn't fall head over heels in love with Sarah, maybe there'd be no Hawk and Sarah. Maybe Sarah wouldn't have stuck around with our crazy community as long as she did. Very good, Tom. This is what we're looking for. Tom learned that Webster goes rogue, doesn't stick to the fucking script. Just makes up nonsense words. Noble Midnight. How does it go from Bobby Midnight to Noble Midnight? And don't forget, this was the summer of Knoble. So Noble Midnight, I was like, what is he? Does he know about our community? What the fuck is he doing? But I think it ended up great. And somebody picked it up earlier. I think Rick Kent picked it up earlier. The best part of the call was Webster was pausing so much. All right, little behind the curtain here. That cameo from Webster came in 2 hours before the show was set to go on that night. I immediately sent it to Gator, and I called him. I was like, can you do something with this? Because to me, it looks like the pauses, we could maybe get this to look like a call where he calls in. So Gator called into that show and put in Emmanuel Lewis on like the hide that, on the bottom of the screen where the names go. This side. Where are you? Oh, we're here. We're under there. It says my name. Trust me, it's there. So he called in, and with the pauses, Bobby was talking to him as if it was an actual call. And now me, I was at youth soccer, site managing that. I watched that call 10, 12 times to memorize it so I could kind of lead Bobby into what was coming next in the conversation and make sure Bobby wasn't speaking over him. So well done. Very well done by Gator, Bobby, and Webster. What else we got? Providence, Rhode Island, 25 degrees. 27 here in New Jersey. Oh, Friday's going to be 41. A lot better than the 20-something it was today at work. Big fella, conspiracy theory. Craig pays Sarah to talk to us and keep us occupied. Well, this summer, Craig was paying us to talk to Sarah and keep her occupied. That was the best. Bobby thinking it was a live call. It was so good. Because when he sees Webster, he goes, oh, crap. All right. Thank you, Winnie Cooper. And I've learned that no matter who may have Sarah's heart, I will always have her anger. It's true. It's true. Shout out to Jay Graves, who's heading off to Italy. Keep us updated. Post pictures in the Discord. Throw them under game day picks. Go nuts. Have a great time. Safe travels. And on behalf of all of the Shiners, we love you. Come back soon. Tell us all about it. All right. 2 hours, 2 minutes in. We've had so much discussion. Surprise call-ins. A lot of activity in the chat. Notre Dame winning a game. Bobby conspiracy theories about did he gain weight or running amok right now. I will check the text. He has not even opened the text from me yet. Hopefully he's okay. But everything that we've done leads to this one moment in time, ladies and gentlemen. Boomtown, please inform this community what you learned today. All right, Sarah, we know he's coming there. Kind of throwing him like a going away party. We're aware. You're dropping clues like we don't know. Inspector Gadget over here. Actually, the Australian firehawk sets its own fires to get prey to come out. I've learned all about the Australian firehawk. Be careful. Make sure he doesn't set fires out there either. That's how he catches his prey. I learned Bobby is too sick to send a picture. Gia may have been servicing Tom Hayes earlier this evening. The Secret Society Council may or may not exist. Stevie Wonder knew it was a sham interview too. Bonus, Nick is a hater. Being proud is now considered retro. Confirmed, Nick did have beer cans thrown at him. Big toes growing back isn't realistic. I now know who the Rizzler is. There you go, Boom. Thank you, 25, for introducing all of us boomers to the Rizzler. Double bonus, Bobby over Rex. Weed is an ad killer. Happy at 60 birthday, Mama Weed. Green Bean is Nick's little bitch. If you get lost in New York, Nick is your guy. Nick Shine equals Segway Master. Thank you. Histerweed. I posted 10 times why Bobby isn't here. Literally said 5 times since the show started. Well, someone who thought they were Gia's account should have. You thought you were in your Gia account, didn't you, Histerweed? Yeah. He thought he was in Gia. Got him. Yep. Got him. Got him again. We already got him the other day, but now we got him again. Yeah, Rick, we got weed the other day. He said something. I screenshotted it. I think it was in Jake's chat. And I screenshotted it that we got him. We caught him. Damn it. Rick, you're teasing me today, and I'm not picking up on it. I apologize. I fear you, Rick. That's why. I fear you, so I never want you to be out of the loop. Respect and fear you. Tom, you should just go into DP. He just rambles. He rambles. Oh, Rick, I know you are. I know you are, buddy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Jay Graves, breaking news. I'm going on a bus tour, starting in Rome, ending in Venice, week-long trip. Beautiful. Josh, on this channel, it's Shiners. Like, right here. Shiners. A lot of the same people, different purpose. Different time of the day, a lot of the same characters. Which is awesome because it's a great It's a great community, not a great computer. Rick learned that I did not get a sense of humor, and I will give my back 30 lashings before bed for that. I apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, the other reason to stick around this long, we have a special shout out to Gia Darling's mom. It's her birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy. Tung tung lang 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 tung tung lang lang. Happy birthday. Happy.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I'm your host, Nick.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
It's 10 o'clock, get ready for the showdown. 9 toes down, Nick, ready for the throwdown. We proud Jets fans, we don't play with them pronouns. Best roster in the league, we playing with the pros now. They tell us slow down, call us delusional, call us losers as usual. But this season will be beautiful. Shotgun with you know who, but run it instead. Lad Hall hit the hole hard.
That's what she said.
Ground and pound like it's 2010. The chat, we got many friends. Johnny wearing hats for super chat and watch him breathe again. Nick put the link so Bobby can call and speak again. Bonesy did the blunt, I got the weed and pens. We speaking green again. Jets news like it's CNN. A-Rod and Charles Gorman, it's like we seeing twins. Feeding tins, pounding on these bleeding fins. We 14 and 18 when they needing wins. They ain't seeing them. We run the ball and play defense. This is AFC hell where the teams repent. Ladies and gents, welcome to MetLife. This is Jet Life. We bleed green, this our best life. We just nice.
Let's say what's up to everyone. Welcome, my friends. It's a shine time. Shine time. It's time to talk about the Jets. Don't you know it's shine time? Shine time. It's shine time. Time to be with my friends. Hey, have you seen my toe? Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. I do not have Nikki tomorrow night, so maybe on tomorrow night. If we get a wait from Bobby, we will be on tomorrow night. If there's Jets news, we'll be on tomorrow night. So stay tuned and enjoy. God bless. Thank you, everyone, for your support. 22 months.
Gentry covered the fumble. Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime as Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the hope with the most Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
You can't call me every day asking for it, okay? Listen, Tom, I'm not sending you another dick. Ooh.